Welcome to The Explainer. You know, we all have scars, right? Well, today we're diving into Bianca Sparacino's incredible book, The Strength in Our Scars, and it's all about learning how to find the beauty in our deepest wounds. You have not lived until you have died. Wow, that really gets to the heart of the book, doesn't it? The whole idea is that life's real meaning isn't just found in the good times, it's in the darkness, too. Sparacino is basically saying that those painful moments, they're not just something to get through. They are essential for our transformation. All right, so let's get into it. The journey of this book really kicks off by asking us to look at hardship and heartbreak in a totally different way. I mean, think about it. The world gives you incredible beauty, for sure, but it's also going to give you pain. And the big lesson here, the big twist, is that the pain, it's a gift too. Every single experience, especially the tough ones, holds a lesson. In fact, the book kicks off with this really powerful idea. It is all I have lost that has set me free. So loss isn't an end, it's a kind of freedom. Okay, so how does this actually play out in real life? Let's talk about something we've all felt, the pain of loss, and specifically, that really complex feeling of having to say goodbye. Because letting go, it's just not simple, is it? You can't just unlove someone. People we've loved, they leave this permanent mark. You know what I mean? You hear a laugh that sounds like theirs, or you turn a street corner and for a split second you think you see them. So for the person who gets left behind, goodbye, well, it never really feels final. So why do people leave? This is where things get really interesting. The book digs deep into the why, and it argues that so often it's not even about you. It's about their story. It might have started way back when they were just 14 and they saw a friend go through a terrible heartbreak and it just terrified them. And that fear just gets deeper as they get older. Maybe at 17 they watched their own parents grow distant. They saw that silence creep in, and they learned this really painful lesson that I love you doesn't always come with a guarantee of I'll stay. I mean, you throw the modern world into the mix. I mean, get this. At 21, they read a stat that says 42% of people on dating apps already have partners. How crazy is that? Something like that can totally convince you that, maybe real commitment is a fantasy and there's always another option out there. And all of this fear, it builds to this really profound point. By 25, after maybe seeing a really devastating loss, they have this realization about just how fragile it all is. How incredibly cruel and risky it feels to love something or someone that death can just take away. So here's the bottom line, the thing you have to hear. They didn't leave because they didn't love you. They left because they didn't love themselves enough to believe they could be different. They'd just never seen real, lasting devotion win out. And deep down, they just didn't believe they could be the ones to break that cycle. Okay, so that's the pain part. But now the whole tone of the book shifts. We're moving away from the hurt and focusing on something really empowering, the active, hands-on work of rebuilding yourself. And I love this metaphor for healing. It's like you take all the broken pieces of yourself and just splay them out on the floor, and you don't look at them with judgment, right? You look at each one from a place of healing, of curiosity, and then you deliberately start to piece yourself back together. You shape your spine, but you make it stronger this time. You shape your heart, but you make it bigger. And only then, you begin again. So healing, it's not about trying to forget what happened. It's an active process. It's about rebuilding. It forces you to change, to leave what's familiar behind, and to literally stitch yourself back together using these new pieces of your story. It's kind of like moving into a brand new house. You have to rebuild your life from the ground up. And this is so important. The things that hurt you, yeah, they left scars, but they did not destroy you. You're still here. You survived. And there is so much hope in that one simple fact. Those scars, they're not symbols of damage anymore. They're proof of your survival, of your resilience. And all of this leads us to what is really the ultimate destination of this whole journey, shifting your focus away from looking for love out there to finding it right here, inside yourself. This right here just lays it all out so clearly. You have two paths. On one side, you're chasing a love that leaves, ripping out pieces of your soul to try and fit into someone else's hands. It's exhausting. But on the other side, you're cultivating love within. You're becoming your own safe place. You stop looking for the one, and you start becoming the one for yourself. What a powerful shift. And this is the absolute core of it all. You are your own home. Please, please don't ever forget that.
People might leave, jobs might change, but you will always have yourself. You are your own constant, your own safe harbor.
You know, this quote just hits so hard. What a shame it is that we are so quick to find a soulmate before we take the time to find and truly understand our own souls. It's a huge challenge to all of us, right? To stop the frantic search for someone else and start the real journey of discovering ourselves first.
Okay, as we start to wrap this up, let's talk about the book's final parting message. And it's all about what true courage actually looks like.
Because courage, according to Sparacino, isn't some big, heroic, flashy thing. No, courage is quiet. It's the decision to just open your eyes in the morning when your heart is aching. It's pushing yourself forward when all you want to do is curl up and hide in the past. It's believing in hope even when it feels like there's no reason to. And this might be my favorite idea in the whole book. We're told to be strong, to be tough, but this says, be the person who cares. Continue to stay soft in a world that hasn't always been kind. That isn't weakness. That's the ultimate strength. That's resilience. So let's end with this one question, this one thought to leave you with. What if you chose to believe that you are not broken, but that you are becoming? What if all this time, all this pain, wasn't about fixing something that was wrong with you? What if it was just about the beautiful, messy, and powerful process of becoming?